Hey, Cancer. Intuitive Soul Coach here with your May 2024 career reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Cancer, welcome. I'm hearing the name Angela right away, and I'm also hearing the clinking of dishes. Some of you could be putting dishes away as you're listening to this reading. Perhaps you just finished dinner or lunch. Some of you could even be bakers or chefs. I'm getting you're a very good cook. Maybe you're thinking about opening up your own side gig that has to do with selling of food or selling of maybe dog treats, something of that nature as well. There is a new financial commitment coming in for you, or you are strengthening a financial commitment that has already taken place, but there's been a little back and forth for you, I see. You start off with the Swords card, and this is about cutting corners. It's about breakthroughs, law and order. Some of you were dealing with a legal situation, or maybe even an act of unfairness. Yeah, as the Libran Queen of Swords shows up right away. And then we do have the Emperor right on top of it. So some of you are dealing with someone of higher authority, or you may be challenged at this time to step into your power more so now than you ever have. I'm getting an energy of speaking up or going after what you want is going to be significant in the month of May. Now, Cancer, we do have here the Sword card showing up. This is about money conflicts and finding solutions. I do see here that there's a breakthrough because your final outcome is a 9. 9s are about completion. So you are coming to an end of a cycle that you've been playing a little bit of tug of war, or maybe you've been in that Two of Swords energy, a little bit of back and forth, and a decision will be made here. Some of you, there wasn't enough information, or there was insufficient facts or data that you didn't have enough of, but that's where the breakthrough comes in this month. I am also seeing books for you, so there could be additional training or studying. Some of you, it is a new contract coming in. If you were fired or if you were wrongfully let go of a situation and maybe you are looking for a new job, you do have the job search, I see a negotiation coming in here for you. And your next card out is the Ring. This is about financial commitments. It's about partnerships. So there is some sort of job offer here that's going to help you. Yeah, you have job offer, you have we're hiring, and you have negotiate. So some of you, there could be a promotion. There could be a new business partnership, a new clientele for those of you entrepreneurs out there. I feel like you are working together. There's a sense of collaboration for you this month. And I'm just looking to see if we have any 3s, but we do have the 6 of Cups showing up in your environment. So this may as well be a collaboration of someone or something of the past. Perhaps it's a dream that you've had for quite some time. You're finally networking, or you're bringing together the resources that can help you feel more fulfilled in your career. And this is about working together. But I see that there's significance around a person. I mean, we have the Emperor and the Empress in your reading. That is a divine counterpart when it comes to your career, or a divine partnership, a divine organization. You are meant to come together, but there could be a little bit of hesitation is what I'm seeing here. Now, whatever this partnership is, it's going to increase your financial status, maybe a title of yours. It's going to help you build upon your career. I'm also getting, because there's a little extra money coming in, you're going to be able to maybe repair your credit here. And this does talk about an increase, valuable information, and honest assessments. And that's what I was picking up on with that Two of Swords energy. There was insufficient data, or there wasn't enough facts to really go off of. And I see that you are being guided to trust in your intuition here, but there's still a little bit of fear. And you may be questioning, is this my intuition, or, is this a limiting belief? How do I know the difference? How can I move forward in this new beginning? is this legit? Some of you are asking, is this legit? And I am getting, you are meant to be moving forward in this soul contract because it's part of your blueprint. Okay, there's steady work here ahead for you. This is a fresh start to build upon your reputation, your career, and your affluence here. We have the light bulb, we have the tower, and there's that book that I was seeing here as well. There could be new contracts, as mentioned. Some of you are dealing with administrative tasks, or you could be taking a class. This may have to do with education or law, which we see law and order showing up twice. And your first card out is the Queen of Swords. So some of you, this is someone who is very logical, very observant, sets boundaries when need be. You could be dealing with a Queen of Swords in reverse, or you're feeling like you got the short end of the stick in the past, but you're moving forward into a new partnership. Yeah, and you may be realizing why that tower had to maybe come in for you to make a sound decision in the corporate world, or to help you gain some earning power to build your business. There was instability here, but I see that you're gaining more power, more momentum, more energy with the light bulb. And you actually have the power showing up on the tower. So it's almost as if you weren't quite sure about the climb, right? You couldn't quite see, but there is clarity here with this light bulb. This is about new income sources, inspiration. For those of you that are entrepreneurs out there, I do feel like you're adding a splash of creativity to your work, and you could be learning about something new with this book card to help you feel more confident in maybe launching an idea or a class, or, you know, speaking about a topic, or just feeling more secure, more stable within your own reputation or your own business or in your own job in the corporate world. All right. Now you have vacation showing up. Some of you could be thinking about vacation in the month of May. Maybe you're wanting a little bit of time off. I also see here with this vacation card, some of you may be getting a job, or you may be in a career that is allowing you to have the flexibility to maybe work from anywhere in the world with the vacation card. I'm hearing Switzerland. Okay, some of you, maybe you're planning a trip to Switzerland, or perhaps you live there currently. We have the Queen of Voices, Queen of Swords showing up. When she's in her power, she is highly intuitive. She brings wisdom and clarity and integrity. She's very honest. She is someone who's very intelligent. She can be a bit opinionated, but she's a truth seeker. And I feel like there's something here about either someone else lying to you that caused some conflict, okay? Or this could be you feeling like you cut something off or cut something out. And it could even be some mental limiting beliefs, because when that Queen of Swords, when she's feeling low on energy, sometimes she can lack a little bit of intuitive guidance. She can shut down her intuition, even her emotions. She can become a little bit aloof, a little bit cold, maybe unintentionally. But because you have the moon here, I feel like a lot of you Cancerians, you've gone through a lot of cycles. Like one day you're up here feeling good. The next day you don't have any energy. The other day you may want to partner up with a business, and then the next day you don't. So I do feel that pendulum kind of swinging from both ends. And with the Emperor crossing your path, we are still in Aries season until the end of April 20th or so. And so I feel, even though this is a May reading, this is coming out a little bit prior, but I am getting here stepping into your power. Aries season could have been significant around big changes. So even if you're watching this reading in May, perhaps you received the offer in April, or there was a light bulb moment during Aries season that was the catalyst to bring in some sort of offer. Yeah, I see an offer coming in here with a partnership that you're meant to be in at this time. This could be a client partnership. This could be a business. This could be you working 50-50 with someone as well. Now, what's below you here? We have the 8 of Emotions, 8 of Cups. This is my Eat, Pray, Love card. Time for a new path. Don't ignore the call to do something different. And maybe that's why this Aries season was so significant for you. We have Aries in the North Node, Libra in the South, and we have Libra and Aries showing up here. This is your year. 2024 is a very powerful year for you, Cancer, to do new things, to test out the waters, to open yourself up to expansion, to growth, and to reaching for the stars, right? Reaching for the stars is what I'm getting here. But you may have turned back around. Okay, you may have did a little loop-de-doop. That means some of you could have went back to an old career or maybe an old job, or you kind of, I'm getting default. So you may have went back on some sort of default mode. I mean, this could be within your own energy. Maybe you had a lot of inspiration to tackle a new job or a new beginning, and then you fell back on a default mode, and maybe that default mode wasn't very productive or wasn't very helpful or lucrative or even healthy mentally, physically, emotionally. This is in your deep foundation, but I see that you're switching gears in the near future. You're switching some gears here. You may be thinking about things in a new way, a new perspective here, because in the recent past you do have the Moon card showing up. When this Moon card shows up, this is about something being exposed, right? It's in reverse. So if you felt uncertain, or if you had a little bit of brain fog, or perhaps you had shut down emotions because they were so intense for you, I feel like there's clarity coming in, or if it hasn't already, because this is your recent past. Now we have you showing up here, Cancer, as your potential. We have the Chariot. This is forward momentum. It is, changing the wheel. Think of a flat tire on the side of the road. You may have got a flat tire. Maybe that flat tire was default mode because perhaps the vehicle or the tires weren't in good running order. Maybe you needed some new ones, but you just kind of kept limping along on that tire, knowing that inevitably it was going to end up flat on the side of the road. And I feel like there's a new tire, AAA help coming in here, where instead of defaulting back on something that may not have been working properly in the first place, there's a brand new tire or a new opportunity coming in here for you. And that's what the Chariot is all about. This is forward movement, it's direction, it's drive, it's ambition. Some of you may be drivers of some sort, maybe a semi-driver. You could be a driver for Uber, or you may take a job that involves driving if you were working from home, or vice versa. I do feel with this Chariot, there's an energy of freedom. You can see the wild horses, and typically there's a horse on the Chariot anyway, but I am getting here wild horses, so freedom. Some of you could even live near a ranch or near a horse farm. All right. In the future, you have the Page of Inspiration, Page of Wands. This is that light bulb energy that we seen earlier. It's about staying curious about your career. It could be a project, a course of study. There's a big opportunity for growth here. And even though you may not be as experienced, you are creative. And that is going to be the perfect mixture to this combination that's coming in. You offer some sort of creative twist that other people do not. You are unique. You are authentic here. Some of you could be changing the way you look as well. You can see that she has different colored hair. Some of you could be working with Canva. You could be working with, creative marketing techniques. You could be switching up your office decor. I feel like things are a little bit brighter here. You could even be wearing brighter colors. There's just a lot of energy in this card. And I also see with the black cat, there is an era of independence here for you as well. So creative thinking, independent thinking could be the name of the game. Yep, there's another cat here in front of her. But I also see that you're balancing up your own masculine and feminine. That could certainly be the Emperor and the Empress, right? They're the ones who ride in the Chariot here. So whether this is a partnership or it's aspects of yourself that you're coming into balance and you're finally able to, align what you've wanted over here to what you've wanted to manifest over here. It's coming together, just like the rings are coming together here. So this is really beautiful for you, Cancer. Now, what's going on in your energy? The Empress. The Empress is abundant. She's creative. She's nurturing. She is very fertile. What she focuses on grows. And that's your reminder here. What you focus on grows. You can see in the background, Cancer, it almost looks like lemons. So you're being asked to make lemonade here. Make lemonade. If there was a situation that was a little bit sour, what can you create from that sour situation? And I feel also that you're tuned into maybe astrology. You can see all the planets there. Some of you are learning about astrology, numerology, learning about nurturing yourself, self-care, choosing yourself here, receiving compliments, I'm getting Google reviews. For some of you, you could be receiving some sort of compliment or a Google review for your business or some sort of review here in a wonderful way. So you could hear from someone. They may say it word of mouth. This could be via email or again, some sort of review. I do see that here. You're glowing. You're glowing this month and people want what you have to offer. And you have plenty to share here is what I'm getting, or you will have plenty of knowledge to share. You do have plenty of knowledge, of experience that can help other people out. Some of you are healers, you're nurturers in some way, shape, or form. Now, what's going on in the environment? We have the Six of Cups. I just heard childhood dreams. Cancer, some of you maybe that's that default energy. You could be defaulting back into a childhood dream. Maybe you always wanted to travel, right? Or perhaps you wanted to be a singer, a dancer, or work, as a flight attendant, whatever it may be, right? Some of you, there could be maternity leave, mothering, parenting, teaching. Some of you could work with children. Maybe you've stayed home. Maybe you were a stay-at-home parent for quite some time and now you're going back into the corporate world or vice versa. But the Six of Cups showing up here in your environment can be about a second chance, right? It can be someone or a business or a contract from the past that's showing back up in order for you to fully fulfill that mission or that purpose. I get something here with wrong timing. So if this is a situation of the past, I don't feel like the timing was ripe. Yeah, I don't feel like the timing was ripe because the Empress, typically she has a very ripe energy. A lot of times she's pregnant. And I just feel like now the time is ripe for you to have this second chance on a commitment that's fulfilling. Long term as well, long term. The Emperor and the Empress are long-term companions. Could take you well into retirement, Cancer. Now, what is your hope and your fear? Hanged Man. A lot of people get really, literally hung up on the Hanged Man, but it's quite a significant energy. But we get so infatuated with a quick fix or instant results, or we want things fast, right? And this Hanged Man is saying sometimes things are put on pause or put on delay because the universe is working out the kinks in a way, working out some divine details that we may not be aware of. But most importantly, this could be soul lessons and observations and things that we are meant to go through as part of our human experience. And this Hanged Man is a powerful crown chakra activation. This helps you connect to your higher self in ways that wouldn't have been possible if you wouldn't have gone through a little bit of a delay or a little bit of a surrender. If you think of a person in a straitjacket, right, struggling to get out, it can exhaust your energy and your resources, and it can feel like a fight or flight energy. And so many people live in this fight or flight constantly, where fight or flight back in the day was reserved for, when we came up against a a mountain lion or an animal or a war, right? It was supposed to be reserved for when we needed it most. And nowadays we're walking around in that constant fight or flight. It is draining our adrenals. It is wreaking havoc on the body. But this message for you is to surrender. To surrender. For those of you who've had to wait, your patience will pay off here. Okay, the Hanged Man is releasing that control. It's gaining a new perspective. And when we release the control, we stop fighting, right? In that straitjacket, we stop fighting. We're able to just let out that breath that we've been fighting against even. It may feel like a bit of a sacrifice, but it's going to give you a new perspective. And there were restrictions for a reason, because the fight was blocking you, or the resistance was blocking you from seeing this new perspective. So the hope here is that you are able to gain a new perspective and able to move forward and, surrender. And the fear is, what if I stay stuck fighting in that straitjacket? And what if I use all my resources and I'm constantly just stuck? You're going to wake up here. You see that third eye? You are woke, is what I just heard. You have awakened. Some of you feel like you're still in this Hanged Man energy, but you're not. Now, your final outcome is the 9 of Wands, 9 of inspiration. Yes, it's the card of the wounded warrior, but it's also the card of having that final push, that determination to not give up, because you are literally seconds away from the finish line. There's a big goal, a big achievement, Cancer, that you have succeeded, right? It's been maybe a long time coming, but I think May is going to be a turnaround month for you, a divine detour or a new perspective shift that's going to alter your world, because this happens within. The Hanged Man is an internal transformation that alters our external world, because what's going on in here reflects what's going on out there. So Spirit is saying, don't give up. You're closer than you think. You have that spiritual strength. You have the discipline. You have the courage. You have the persistence to keep on going. Keep on trucking. All right, let's get a message here from the Wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have for Cancer, please? Wisdom of the Oracle. You know what? Before we pull from the Wisdom of the Oracle, I want to just clarify the 9 of Wands. What's at this finish line? We know that there's a commitment. There's a new partnership coming in, maybe even a new offer. Some of you, this is a move. Okay, you could be traveling for work, as mentioned, or you may be moving for work. You're going to be able to repair something here, repair your credit, repair your financial status. Spirit, tell me about the 9 of Wands, please. 9 of Wands. Yeah, you're returning to a sense of confidence here with the 8 of Swords, because some of you were stuck in your head, as we talked about with that Hanged Man energy. And there's the star at the bottom of the deck. We said earlier, the stars are aligning here. There's an energy of shoot for the stars. There's healing. There's recovery. Yeah. There's news coming in, data, something you were not aware of. There could be a contractual agreement. I'm also getting a message here for you, Cancer, around some sort of agreement being null and void, or maybe it wasn't clear. Perhaps you didn't read the fine print or something of that nature. That's going to be cleared up in the month of May. So for example, perhaps you signed up for something, some sort of a subscription, and you didn't read the fine print, and you had some complications. Maybe it was during retrograde, and they owed you money, or you wanted to cancel, but it kept running into, the next pay cycle. I feel like May is a month where you clear it up. And maybe it's something bigger, maybe it's something smaller, but May will be significant for you. Let's take a look here and get a message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, is someone a dog groomer? Someone could be grooming animals, grooming dogs, maybe rover, walking dogs as well. Okay, you may be thinking about opening up something with pets or animals. Now you have the time to go card, and that aligns with that 9 of Wands, because the time to go card is all about leaving something behind. It's time for a new path. And some of you have been saying that for quite some time with that 8 of Cups showing up in your reading. We see that in your deep foundation. But like I said, you reverted to some sort of default mode, and maybe that default mode was that 8 of Swords getting in your head, telling yourself it's time to take a leap of faith. I want to move in this direction. I want to go back to school. I want to sign up for that class or go for that raise or whatever it may be. And then it's like the confidence piece came in, or a block or some sort of resistance. Maybe it was for your highest good. Remember, rejection is protection sometimes. And I feel like you are being offered this new opportunity. Endings, completions, walking away from something because there is nothing left to learn. There's nothing left to experience here. Maybe even retirement for some of you. This message is clear. The path you've been on with your work, creative projects, and business alliances have come to an end. You will not find the success you desire by continuing with what is now in front of you. This is an auspicious sign, because there is no choice that will benefit you other than risking stepping into the unknown. That's that moon energy here. Embracing the unknown, taking a step there. That's the Chariot energy around a new beginning, a new contract, a new human experience. It is time to walk towards something new. This card also pertains to the more neutral concept of completion. You finished your tasks and can rest assured that this ending will open up a powerful new avenue of opportunity. Even better yet than you can imagine, you have done all you can. Now trust the Spirit. That Spirit keeps the plan moving forward. Fortune requires you to conclude this chapter of your life, and remember that when you close one door, another opens. Yeah. I am going to read to you the protection message, because some of you may be fearful with this Emperor in reverse, right? You're really learning to question things, as we should always. You may be questioning, authority. You may be questioning your sense of structure, your own personal power, your leadership ability here. And the protection message is this: even if it appears that you've reached the end of the line and all is lost, it isn't, right? It's not lost. You're in a situation that will resurface again later. And that's that 6 of Cups energy. That's the resurfacing. That's something coming up for you to review. So some of you, you're already out of this energy and it is resurfacing for you. For others of you, you are still in the completion stages of wrapping something up here. Regardless of where you're at, your turnover is coming in quickly here. I want to say even in the next 4 to 6 weeks. You're in a situation that will resurface again, so consider this a break rather than an ending. Destiny is in charge here. You lose nothing and gain everything when you surrender to that fact. You have the Hanged Man. That's the card of surrender. It says, let's see, your soul knows that your destiny is unfolding with perfect timing and synchronicity. Your small self has doubts, but that is natural, right? We mentioned that for you as well. That's that 8 of Swords, self-doubt. We all have it from time to time. It doesn't have the map of your destiny. The soul does, right? We forget that sometimes. Our soul has the map, not our ego. Spirit loves you. Trust that. I like this time to go card. It can feel scary when you are heading towards change, heading towards transition, or you have to release control or let go, surrender. But if anyone can do it, it's you here, Cancer. And I am getting brand new shifts, divine detours, and new directions being put in play here for you. All right, let's get a message from the spirit animals. So at this time, Cancer, I just ask if you can, please take a nice deep breath in from the solar plexus chakra, the belly area. And upon your exhale, tune into your third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. Now this could be an animal that flies high in the sky. It could be an animal that swims deep in the sea. Your animal could be wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. Perhaps it's a pet that's crossed over the rainbow bridge, one that's currently at your home, or maybe even crossed your path in the great outdoors. There is no right or wrong answer. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is drop your power animals in the comment section below the video, and I personally will enter you into that giveaway. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button so you don't miss that notification. All right, Cancer, some of you may be 43 years old. You may be 32 years old, 35 years old, or 47. Your first card out, you can see clearly now, right? You can see clearly now the rain is gone. You have the owl spirit, and there is this energy of visibility, clarity, direction, and purpose. So owl spirit is reminding you that you can see things clearly, but it's important to trust in the unknown at the same time, because I feel like that is actually, it sounds a little bit counterintuitive, but that's what's going to guide you forward. Even though on this time to go, it looks a little bit foggy, it looks a little bit hazy, but you can see clearly that there is a portal, there is a door ahead, and you don't have to see the way there, you just have to know it's there, and you can see that it's there. Next, you have pig spirit. Use your mind wisely. Yeah, the mind is powerful. And if we're in that 8 of Swords energy, replaying an old mental story, that can be detrimental, right? That can wreak havoc on our, on us taking a leap forward. So use your mind wisely. Try not to give in to limiting beliefs. Free yourself from the old story, the mental blocks, the panic, and move towards freedom. Free your thoughts, release yourself. Yeah, some of you are moving forward. You may have even been in some sort of a handicap position, or you just felt, again, stuck. You weren't able to move forward due to a health concern, mental health, physical, emotional. But I feel like things are shaking up for you in the month of May, because Koala Spirit says Spirit has a plan. Spirit absolutely has a plan, and it's important for you to trust it. That was the final message on the time to go. Trust in the universe. And lastly, you have Hawk. Let Spirit be your guide. You're getting that over and over here about being divinely guided. That is part of you being able to see things clearly. And maybe it's not just seeing, it's believing, right? Believing that Spirit has a plan, believing that you are being divinely guided. Use your mind wisely and open up to new opportunities, because there's plenty here for you. All right, last but not least, Cancer, let's get a message from your soul's truth. What do we have here for Cancer? What does Cancer need to know at this time to help raise Cancer's vibration and energy? All right, thank you, Spirit. Do you find, Cancer, that sometimes you apologize for your truth, right? Are you someone that says, I'm sorry, often, even if you don't even realize what you're apologizing for? Or if you know someone like that, it says, am I apologizing for my truth? What part of you is apologizing for your truth, and why? Today, be proud of your truth. Catch yourself when you want to apologize or withhold parts of it. Maybe it's not even apologetic energy. It's withholding that energy in some way, shape, or form, because you never know whose life you'll change when you are brave enough to speak it. Be the lighthouse that shines on the courage that lives in us all. This will give others permission to speak their own truth. There's room for us all. Today's mantra, courage is contagious. Yes, there is an energy here of of being courageous, taking a bold act forward here. What if it isn't true? The thing that you're telling yourself, this can be that mind trap at times. Maybe the concrete reasons why you don't think you belong, or you can't do it, or you won't get there, or you're not good enough, or it's not for you. What if none of that's true, Cancer? It's time for a soul chat. Close your eyes, put your hands on your heart, and ask the wise one within you. What if it isn't true? Then what else might be possible? Journal your answers. Cancer, what lie do you need to let go of to reach your soul's truth? And last but not least, what boundaries need to be created or strengthened within my relationships? To create more healthy boundaries, we must first get in tune with our own needs, desires, and feelings and believe we are worthy of them. In your relationships, it's essential to know where they end and where you begin. Today's soul action. When we separate our energy from others, and it looks like there is going to be some sort of separation from an old contract so you can enter into a new one with that Emperor and Empress energy here. So you're taking a separate approach here. You're able to gain clarity, and we see that with the owl, right? You're able to gain clarity about what we really want. We stop doing things that no longer align with ourselves, right? If you're an empath, you can still be compassionate towards others without taking on their stuff. For those of you healers, light workers, for those of you that work in any profession where you may pick up on a lot of energy from others, sometimes we tend to take on their stuff. Maybe you even pick up on other people's energies within your own home. It's safe to trust that you're not here to fix anyone, and that can be difficult. Today's mantra: I have everything I need within me now, and so do they. I am worthy of my needs, and I set boundaries based on what is best for me. Yes, you do, Cancer. It looks like you are setting some healthy boundaries here. And I feel like you are determined to stay on path with your goals, with your dreams, your inspirations. And for those of you that have been lacking a little bit of momentum or energy, that Chariot is coming in to pick the speed up a little bit for you to feel more inspired, feel more purposeful, and feel more creative. That is what I have for you for May 2024. I hope it resonates. If so, Cancer, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly helps get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Do drop your power animals in the comment section below the video. Thank you so very much for tuning in today, Cancer. Lots of love.